So you are an older man now, maybe in your 40s, 50s, or even 60s. You have lived life, faced struggles, and learned lessons the hard way. Then suddenly a younger woman enters your world. She's full of energy, excitement, and curiosity. And somehow she gives you real attention, not just polite talk. That feeling wakes something inside you again. It feels exciting, it feels new, and this is where most men begin making silent mistakes. When an older man feels drawn to a younger woman, something changes inside him. He forgets his value, he forgets his experiences, his strength. Instead, he begins adjusting himself. He tries to fit into her world. He softens his personality, he becomes less grounded. Slowly, he starts acting like someone else, and the moment that happens, the dynamic shifts. She no longer sees a strong man. She sees someone trying too hard. An attraction
fades away. This is not about judging anyone. It is about awareness and control. You must protect your self-respect, your identity, and your strength. When you face attraction, you must stay grounded. A calm man always moves with purpose. He does not chase. He does not lose himself. What we are going to talk about today are mistakes to avoid. These are not just dating tips. These are life rules that protect your value. First, never try to act like her age. You are not her equal in life experience. Many older men try to copy younger behavior. They change their style. They try to understand trends. They act like they belong in her world. But this weakens your position. You lose what made you unique. A woman notices when you try too hard. It feels unnatural, and that breaks the attraction without you even realizing it. Your age is not a weakness. It is your biggest strength. You have lived through pain, growth, and change that creates presence, that creates depth. A younger woman does not need you to act like her. She is drawn to what she does not have yet: your calm nature, your confidence, your stability. When you stop trying to match her energy and instead stay grounded, you become more attractive without effort. Second, do not become her emotional support system. Many men fall into this trap without noticing. She starts sharing her problems, her past, her emotions, and you listen. You want to help her. You feel important. But slowly you become her emotional outlet. She calls you when she feels low. She shares everything. And you think this is connection, but this is not attraction. This is dependency. There is a big difference between being present and being used emotionally. A strong man listens, but he does not absorb everything. He stays calm. He does not try to fix everything. He does not lose his peace. If she brings emotional chaos, you stay steady. That balance is powerful. When you stay centered, she respects you more. When you become her emotional crutch, she stops seeing you as a man. Third, never chase her validation. This mistake is very common. You start giving more compliments. You wait for her replies. You change your behavior just to keep her interested. Slowly, you start seeking her approval, and this destroys your value. The moment you need validation, you lose control. You stop leading, you start pleasing, and that shift is always noticed, even if she never says it. A man who knows his worth does not seek approval. He already respects himself. When you stay confident and centered, you do not need her validation, and that creates attraction. If she takes time to reply, you stay busy. You live your life. You do not chase. You do not panic. You stay in control. And that is what keeps your value strong and your presence powerful. Fourth, do not try to impress her. This is where many men fail. They plan too much. They try too hard. They want to say the perfect things, but this creates pressure. You become someone who is trying to win her, and that removes your natural confidence. A strong man does not perform. He leads. He makes decisions calmly. He moves with purpose. He does not need to prove himself. Leadership is quiet. It is not loud or aggressive. It is about direction and confidence. You choose where to go. You speak with clarity. You stay relaxed. When you lead, she feels safe. When you try to impress, she feels pressure. That difference changes everything. The more natural and calm you are, the more she feels drawn to you. Real strength is simple and steady. Fifth, do not imagine a future too early. This is a hidden mistake. You meet her, and your mind starts building stories. You think about long-term possibilities. You imagine a future together, but this creates false attachment. You stop seeing reality clearly. You ignore signs. You accept things you normally would not. And this leads to disappointment because you fall for an idea. not the real person. Stay present. Observe her actions. Do not rush emotionally. Real connection takes time. You must see how she behaves, not just how she speaks. Patterns matter more than promises. When you stay grounded, you protect yourself. You do not lose control. You do not overinvest. You stay aware. And that keeps your position strong while others lose themselves in imagination. 6. Never become her backup option. This is painful but common. She gives attention sometimes, then disappears. She comes back when she needs comfort, and you accept it. You think she is confused. But the truth is simple. You are not her priority. You are her convenience. And if you accept that role, you lose respect both from her and from yourself. A strong man walks away from anything that feels one-sided. He does not stay where he is not valued. He sets boundaries without drama. He protects his energy. When you stop being available all the time, the dynamic changes. She either steps up or disappears. And either way, you win because you stay true to yourself instead of settling for less. 7th, never lose your mission because of her. This is the most important rule. Your purpose must always come first. When you start changing your life for her, you lose direction. You skip your goals. You delay your plans. You focus too much on her, and slowly you lose your identity. That is where attraction dies completely. A man with purpose is always attractive. He moves forward no matter what. He does not stop for anyone. When you stay focused on your goals, you create stability. You create strength. And that energy is powerful. A woman respects a man who has direction, but she loses interest in a man who loses himself. Stay on your path no matter what. At the end of the day, this is about control and awareness. You're not here to chase anyone. You're here to build yourself. When you stay grounded, everything changes. Attraction becomes natural. Respect becomes automatic, and your life stays in your control. If you understand this, you will never fall into these traps again. Stay strong, stay focused, and never lose.